So
That's the way, boo-boo.
that's the way. Oh man, now I'm gonna do my what is it, Yogi? I don't think the Rangers gonna like that. Now you got that in my head now. Let's do it, boo boo. God, now I'm gonna be thinking about Yogi all day. All right, well let's get right into it, man, because I know you're really busy on because I can talk.
No, dude,
for like
take your
hours.
time, man. As I said, I got done with pretty much everything, so we're good.
let's get into the first topic of the day. So I don't know if you've heard. There's a influencer named Lil Tay. Did you see this? This was all over the internet that this influencer was.
I haven't seen that. Like the most recent things I've seen have been Paul Rubens passing away. That struck a blow. I know that one. I was just like, no, why? Why couldn't you take someone we all don't like? Like the Kardashians or something.
That was like the week. What was that? The week before last or something like that, or last week?
So.
And a couple of people passed away. But and we talked about that a little bit on the show. But in recent, I mean, I don't even follow this young lady either. Oh. So according to the internet, although I'll just say everybody that follows this young lady. This is a young. I don't know why it's doing that. This is a young influencer who I think she started off when she was like 9 years old. She flashes lots of money. I don't know if she's a rapper. They say she's a rapper. I don't know, but. It was all I saw was online that this young lady. I think she's a teenager now. Maybe she's about 12 or 13. That's seemed to be a huge influencer and has a rap career seemingly. And then it's like she just died. I mean, I'm thinking, okay, that's it's sad. There's a young lady who passed away. That's sad. Then the very next day, I'm not dead. The very next day, she goes on to TMZ saying. I was hacked. So this is really a story about hackers. Like what is the point? This is not the first time I've heard about this stuff. Hackers that do these things and announce death, all these fake death announcements and stuff. I mean, what do you think about it?
I think honestly, death's not something to be made light of. Mm-hmm. Like I've recently lost my grandmother back at the end of June, and if I were to say, "Psych, she's still alive,"
right?
That's like a total disrespect towards that person.
Exactly.
And because people have lost people, especially people, in the young ages. Mm-hmm. And the thing that sucks about, faking a death like that is it messes with everyone's emotions, especially bringing up issues that are probably buried deep and to mess with that, I'm sorry, that's not okay.
And that's one of the posts that was kind of went away, but TMZ had to announce that she was still alive, but in a few seconds
to make it look like I'm looking at the video, but
but it shows that you can see right there, Lil Tay, that was on Entertainment Tonight. People ran with it. They ran with the story that she died, and then TMZ later the very next day was like, no.
We recant what we said. I think that's the reason, like, when I found out, when I heard people saying Jason David Frank, the Green Ranger, passed away, I'm like, until I hear it from his social,
like a family member or something right there, right?
Like a family member, or there is an actual police report, or like, I think I might know one or two people, like, because I used to work with him, but it's like, unless I hear something from them, it's like everyone else, it might as well be BS. Unfortunately, it wasn't BS, but that's why it's always good to trust, like, verify from the family first. You do that, you can't go wrong. But if you release something like, "Oh, our bad, she's alive,"
even if it comes from their social media accounts and whatnot, something like just like this situation here, you can't really believe it if they were hacked and they were just.
And it makes the news source a lot less credible. Yeah. Because it's like
you ran with that too fast. Then.
Exactly. They should have taken their time. Like even like Paul Rubens, before anyone could, they made sure they're like. I think they did the right thing. It's always good to hear about this stuff a couple of days later because it confirms, they take the time to actually do the research to verify their information and go with it. But rather than just run it based on someone's social media pages, I'm sorry.
Do you think that speaks a lot on like journalism today? How we're so quick to be the first to run with the story that people have lost that art of verifying sources, things like that. Do you think it speaks volumes of that?
I think it does. I think honestly, like I think it's great it's like I understand the need to be fast, but don't be fast, be efficient. Mm-hmm. Efficient means double checking everything. Like
Yes.
even today, I was seeing some small minor edits I need to do for the end credits of DreamCon. But the
Right,
thing
right.
is, I'm not going to release that video until I'm 100% certain there's no mistakes made.
Right. Until it's ready. And in this situation, until it's verified, just like you said, because this crap like this can happen. I mean, how embarrassing is it to run with the story? You that need to be first, and then the person that you're claiming has passed away themselves. It's like that movie where the plot twist at the end, where the like one of those movies where the alleged victim of the mystery of the crime novel or of the mystery is like was the perpetrator. They were hiding behind the shadows the whole time and kind of a thing like that. And it's to me, you're right. It speaks to our clickbaity kind of way of doing things nowadays. The need to be first, the need to be fast, and not be efficient. Just like
it's I say it better to slow and steady win the race, but I always believe in being efficient. Mm-hmm. Taking the time to make sure everything looks good, make sure everything is right and credible, so that way you don't make an ass of yourself.
Right.
And anyone that ran that story. My guess is TMZ, because they always run stuff like that pretty quickly. They just basically made themselves less of a credible source. And whoever, I think honestly, whoever came up with these, whoever was the lead on these on the stories, they should be let go. They should, and the owners of these sources, these news companies, they should own up to their mistake and say, we have made sure that this individual no longer. That person's been removed, that we will make sure before we release any kind of information like this again, we will do our due diligence the right way, the proper way, that's respectful to the family and the loved ones of the individual who may or may not have passed away.
Yeah, because it's easy for them to say, the most part, they're going to say, well, they said they were hacked. It's not our fault that it came from I'll believe that a little bit, that if who else would post it unless it was legit from the actual account? But we live in a world where hacking, and obviously this was one of those situations. Hacking is a thing, and if there's not like you said, like a family member that's willing to make that statement, like it was Paul Rubin's closest family member that that made that confirmed it and whatnot. Like, if it's not a situation like that where there's legit confirmation, like don't run with it. It's like on a story that we're about to talk about a little bit later in the next. We're to roll on to Wonder Woman. I feel like that's also linked into. It was kind of ironic that both of these, this topic and the very next topic, is about. Running too quick with rumors and I give them a little bit of a sliver of a pass because it did come from their official account, but the account was hacked, and then they had to make a statement later, and they said that the young lady was traumatized. She said this is what the statement was. It was with a heavy heart that we share that the devastating news of our beloved Claire Sutton, that's her real name, Claire Sutton, and tragic passing. Then the next day, Lil Tay, that's her stage name, told TMZ her account was hacked and that she felt traumatized. It's like, you called it. She felt, horrible that, people would do this to her. And we live in this world where people like to play pranks and it's just a prank, bro, kind of crap,
That's not a prank. Yeah. That's honestly, like, a prank would be like, putting a whoopee cushion under someone's chair to hear a fart noise. That's a prank. That's not a prank. That is someone that has no sense of morals, that doesn't know that is stepping over a line. Yeah. It's like you can't make fun of certain things. Yeah. Death is one of them. So yeah. Yeah.
All right, guys. Let us know what you think about Lil Tay. If you're a follower, I'm sorry, I'm not a follower of it. This is literally my first time hearing about her. Whether or not she's famous or not, I mean,
we're just happy that she is still with us. We wish her a speedy recovery from this situation. And we hope the perpetrators that hacked her account are basically brought to justice, whether it's the justice of the courts or karmic justice.
Yeah.
I always find
Little-
karmic justice to be a lot more efficient.
A little from column A, a little from column B on the Justice Department. I wouldn't mind seeing a little bit of
I'm
either both.
Italian. I always believe an eye in for an eye kind of thing.
I heard, oh man, I heard that somebody's saying something about the eye for an eye thing isn't really fair, because if somebody does something to you and it was uncalled for, like I just totally
Right.
attacked you and I plucked one of your eyes out and you're a nice guy, you didn't do anything to deserve it. I was just an asshole and I plucked your eye
Right.
out, and I get the same exact punishment. The guy who is the asshole and is a jerk, and I get the same thing that is done to me that was done to a person who was totally innocent. Now this person was like, no, it shouldn't be an eye for an eye. It should be both. It should be double or triple the punishment, because the victim got the exact same punishment and the victim didn't do anything. I just saw somebody's mentality on it.
Well, I'm old school Italian, so
Yeah,
I
yeah.
always kind of as I said, I believe in karma. But if there's like an eye for an eye kind of situation,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
it's
I know.
all
Yeah, I
over.
know the punishment. Yeah, it should be equal or more in some
Yeah.
people's opinion. But it was just something that
no
somebody brought
worries,
up.
no worries.
Yeah. All right. Let us know what you guys think about Lil Tay. Like I said, glad that it's turned out to be false. I'm always sad to hear that somebody that young has passed. But let's hope that people do better. Stop playing these stupid pranks and these hackers. Yeah. Do better, man. Do better with your talent. All right. Let's move on to the next topic. Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button, like, and comment your thoughts on this topic or any topics that you think that we should talk about in upcoming videos. Also, you can follow us at T3 Medias on Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and we also have a T3 Media Studios podcast where we post our movie reviews and episodes of The Rundown. Till next time, guys.